Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Well, what y'all think? What y'all think?
Yo, I like it.
Yeah.
That was a good intro, man. Good intro, man.
Yeah.
Initiation.
Yep. It's since you loved it so much, one more time for all the people in the backstage, y'all don't even know what the heck going on. Just so y'all don't know, welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 96. Welcome to the newest members of the Birds of Broad Street edition. I'm your boy, Mizzy Miss Cool Cat Khan, YouTube representing the Birds. We got Moan will be here soon. We'll see about Trigger. Nocha Game's on vacay. But we got my guy, Bird Gang 31.
Salute, guys. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. I know we're a day late, but happy Father's Day to all you guys. And much love to you guys. Let's get it. Let's talk some birds. Let's talk some birds.
Yes, sir. And now, let's kick it off with how we kick it off. The newest members of the Birds of Broad Street. You saw the intro. You saw the logos. You saw all of that. First, my brother from another mother, King DV. How you doing, King?
Man, I'm all good, man. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Whoever I missed. Also, man, happy Juneteenth. Man, this is an important day for us. But I'm just always ready to talk birds. So I'm always here. Anyway, I'm happy I've been initiated into being a part of the show permanently. So I'm just happy to be here, and thanks for the opportunity.
Yep, we're going to talk about that next. SmittyEagle, what's up, Smitty?
What's good, man? What's good, y'all? Hey, man, listen, man. King DV been with me for a couple of days, man. So to start it off, man, I just want to tell y'all, man, check on the people you love, man. Mental health is real, and I appreciate being a part of this, man. I'm gonna keep striving for excellence, man, so I can keep putting Birds of Broad Street far ahead. You know what I'm saying? Than where we at already.
Yep. So let's start it off. How y'all feeling? Y'all officially part of the Birds of Broad Street. Tell me your first thoughts, and then we'll kick it to Bird King to give you guys the ish. So King DV, start with you. You're officially a part of the show. How you feeling about it?
I mean, it's exciting. Basically, I always been here, regardless if it's me and JC, me and Smitty, me by myself. Anytime you guys needed me, I was always there anyway. So it's just only right to make it official. Always, I work with Bird Gang, me, Bird Gang, JC. We had him on the show a couple of times. I'm always, supporting Cool Cat Mitch. So it was
My
always
brother.
just to look forward to. So I'm happy to be here.
Yep, Smitty.
Man, it's always been an honor, man. I've been here since the call-in shows, man. I've been popping in, giving my point of view. So now that it's official, man, it's like almost, I can't say I can't say it's shocking, but it's hard work and dedication, man. So I know, just like my quarterback, man, it pays off. So I'm just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it, because Moan's right, everybody's right, Bird Gang's right, Little Bird Gang's right. Salute to Little B. What's up, little man? Y'all been holding it down since, with Notion Game being away, Moan being busy, Trigger Trey being busy, Bird Gang 31 being a father and a working man himself. Y'all been holding it down with me for a while, and it's only right that I bring you two for the Birds of Broad Street. Y'all earned it. You deserved it. Smitty, you really deserved it, being the new guy on the streets. King DV, I've been rocking with you since day one, since the day you got here. So it's only right we bring the both of you guys in Birds of Broad Street. You guys earned it. You deserved it. You'll be here every Monday or every Thursday, because you never know when we do two shows in 1 week. So be on the lookout. So every Monday or every Thursday or both, King DV and Smitty will officially be a part of Birds of Broad Street. Bird Gang, your thoughts?
Yeah, man. Like you said it, man, straight up. They earned it, straight up. Like everybody's been doing their off-season thing. People have lives and family stuff and, stuff that we don't know about, that keep them away from here. And, these guys definitely stepped up. And I was like, wow, man, these guys are stepping up pretty good there. Holding the show down while we're not able to be there. I try to be there when I'm at work, but, I've been doing my thing as well. So it's like, I'm happy that we still got, a good group. We got enough of us, and we all love the Eagles, and we all got to bring our own juice, our own energy. But I salute you guys for doing y'all did. And, I'm happy to have y'all part of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So go ahead, King. I know you want to say something.
No, I just appreciate it. The work that me and Smitty both put in. I just appreciated that, it's being recognized by other content creators. So, I appreciate the words.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead, Smitty.
I ain't saying nothing, bro. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just,
I know.
The
two of you was inside the nest. Now y'all can pack y'all bags and come into Broad Street.
Right? They own Broad Street. Hey, you guys even got a different.
The nest on Broad Street, man. You tripping?
There you go. There you go. And with that,
I found out when I was on Broad Street. You know how I found out? It was me and Miss Bergay laying in the bed, right? And I don't know if I even told this story before. Me and Bergay, I talked to Cool Cat like once, and he had said something about wanting to start the show. And I was like, cool, but I know him and Notion was starting the show, and they were already doing a good job when they started already. And then me and Miss Bergay were sitting there. And I was just looking through, YouTube, through Eagles content stuff. And all of a sudden, I seen this like Birds of Broad Street thing. I clicked on it, and it was like a whole intro of Birds of Broad Street. You know what I'm saying? But I was in it. And I was like, whoa. I remember he said me, Notion, and Cool Cat was going to do a show. But at that time, I was just Bears, just starting collabing with people. So I'm like, at that time, I'm like, whoa. I didn't know it was a whole show, man, but I'm so thankful to even be a part of this thing, man. I love it. Ever since Cool Cat's the number one guy out there, he holds it down. He got the full passion out there. And, a salute to him for even putting us together like this. Like, he always know the right person to bring a different perspective on the show. And it's been good ever since, man. It's been a blessing. One of the best shows on my channel. So let's keep rocking it. Let's be the best show. The best Eagles show on YouTube. You guys hit that like and subscribe on all of our channels.
Yeah, exactly. It started with a vision with me and Notion, and then we brought these two, because you got to add a little Bird Gang. We added Bird Gang 31. We added Bird Gang 31. We added Trigger. I was about to go to one Trigger Trey Rock. What up, Trigger?
What's up, y'all? What's up? Let's get it. Let's get
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I was just talking about how we started Birds of Broad Street, and now we got King DV and Smitty, because it started with me and Notion. Then we brought in Bird Gang 31, a little Bird Gang, and things was going great. And then we brought the ladies man himself, one Trigger Trey Rock, and man, it was a blessing to add you, Trigger. I'm serious. It was a blessing to add you. Then we brought Sis Moan with the Spitboards. And now we got King DV and Smitty in the mix. So welcome aboard, fellas. Trey, you got anything to say about that? Because I know you guys. Go ahead. Trey.
Say it again.
Got anything to say about that? Go ahead.
Wake up, Trey.
What about
You probably taking a
I'm
nap.
DV and Smitty part of the show now.
Taking a nap.
You didn't see the logo in the intro?
You ain't been watching the show?
I mean, yeah. The more the merrier, man. We
Jinx.
bro, like we could do this. 2 people, 3 people, 7. At the end of the day, we all talking birds, man, and it's all great content creators. So, welcome to the show, y'all.
Yep. Welcome to the show. And speaking of which, let's get down to it. It really ain't that much news and updates to tell y'all, but I found some, so bear with me when I say this. First things first, the legend Dick Vermeil talked about the Eagles 2023 season. The biggest challenge is the strength of schedule. So I'm going to kick it to you guys. King DV, your thoughts on what Dick Vermeil had to say.
It's only a challenge because they see that we had somewhat. Everybody said that we have a weak schedule last season, so they're trying to compare it to that. I don't really see it's any given Sunday. At the end of the day, Eagles going to go out there and play football. It's a winnable game every week. You know, the first set of games before the bye, you know, I got us not even really losing a game there, really. Just by going off of, you know, scheduling the roster and anything like that. But afterwards, that's where it gets challenging for us. But I think the Eagles can hold their own, man. Even if they go in that 4-game stretch 4-1, I think they can hold their own. So I'm not really too concerned. I don't look at it as a challenge. I just look at it as a tune-up to the point where, you know, we're getting ready for the postseason.
Yep, Smitty.
Man, I think strength of schedule right now is just what it is, man. It's just a formality, man. They telling us the schedule so hard, but last year our schedule could have been hard. Teams just lose games. It happens. It's any given Sunday, bro. You could be the best team and go lose 5 straight, and then get on the roll at the end of the playoffs. Going into the playoffs, it just happens, bro. It's inevitable that you don't know what the season gonna bring right now. Injuries. Bad play, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, all over the NFL is new pieces and new places. Things might not work out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You might pick a team right now, say they Super Bowl bound, and they might be on our schedule. We might get to them, and they 3-10 or 3-8, 3-6, whatever. It could be anything, man. Nobody knows. The only team I can vouch for is mine. And I think we're going to be good. And I think anybody in our way, you know what I'm saying, we can have an easy way or a hard way, but I think it's going to be a good game. And I think those, like DV said, those first games going to warm us up for those games. We're going to get in our stride right before we hit the biggest part of our schedule. It's kind of late in the season. You hit what? Week 11, you done played a good schedule. If you ain't lock and loaded by week 11, then you wasn't rolling anyways.
Facts.
Yep. Trey?
I'm going to piggyback off what Smitty said because it's the off season right now. We don't know who's going to be good, who's going to be bad. And in all honesty, we don't even know if our team going to be good. So, I mean, everything is just, I mean, shirts, I mean, a little bit of equipment and stuff like that, but nobody played a real game yet. So, you don't really know. The Kansas City Chiefs could go 1-16 next year, and they just won the Super Bowl. So you don't really know, bro. I don't go off a strip of schedule. Because we basically just going off names. We going off stuff that happened in the past. Nobody's seen any of these teams play yet. So, I feel like we're still in a good place. I mean, I see the panic because people see team names You see the Buffalo Bills on there. You see the Kansas City Chiefs. You see teams like that, and people immediately start panicking. But at the end of the day, it's season by season, bro. It's season by season. Nobody's bad right now. Nobody's good right now. Everybody's record is 0-0. So, I mean, I'm not tripping over the schedule. I kind of love it actually because, I mean, it really do test your team. And at the end of the day, it's been like this since the beginning of the NFL. The best team in the NFC East, the best team in the NFC, the best team in the AFC always get the hardest schedule. So it ain't nothing different with us. So I'm fine with it.
Yep. Third game.
There's no such thing as strength of schedule being hard to me. Only reason why it's really so hard is because the teams, you know, in our division, we're a division that had 3 playoff teams, and they all did good last year. So, the Giants, Cowgirls, and us. So we played them twice this year. So that's 4 games that you're looking at a schedule out of 17 that are against playoff type caliber teams. So like I said, I'm not ever worried about the schedule. Our team is that team. We got the best O line in the league, we got the best D line in the league, we got the best quarterback in the league. It's like when you got those 3 things, you ain't really got to worry about nothing. The rest will come in and take care of itself. I look for this team to be another magical season this year, and I ain't worried about no schedule. I think they have to worry about us more than we got to worry about them. Like last year, the only games we lost were when Jalen wasn't there, and we beat ourselves. And even those games that Jalen weren't there, we still beat ourselves still game. We could have went undefeated last year. This team is better this year. They're younger, faster, stronger this year. And I think we're going to go out there and lay the smackdown on people all year long. So it's going to be a nice season.
Yeah, for me, it's really not that hard until week 11 because playing the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead, that's tough. The Bills, it'll be up and down because we don't know what's going on up there with Stephon Diggs. Maybe they'll be good, maybe not. We'll see about Brock Purdy. We'll split with the Cowboys like we always do. So it's not that hard, but like Trigger said, it's June. It's June. We don't know what team's going to be in August or September or beyond. So as much as I agree with everybody, it's June. So there's that. The next topic is
Fresh.
yeah, Dick Vermeil said something else again. Should the Philadelphia Eagles dial it back where Hurts running? He said, I think you should be very careful of that because that's his superpower. So, Kane, should they or shouldn't they?
I don't think they should because you get him kind of overthinking it at times. And then it's all about the play calling. If it's not there for the running back and the RPO is working for us in the game, he has to take those runs. The only thing you can hope for is that the injury don't come into play. That helps him get in a groove. Honestly, if you look at all last season, it helps Jalen Hurts, be able to throw the ball, be able to see, where certain players are, like a Micah Parsons or a Fred Warner, So you want him to use his legs to get a feel of the defense before he starts to, air that thing out. So no, I wouldn't like dial back. I will be cautious, but I wouldn't dial back to the point where he's throwing more of a percentage or 20% more than running. You're taking that away. You don't want to do that. We don't really have too much. We don't have that running back that we could just feed the whole game. We don't have that. We got running back by committee, so you need that. You need them to play 11 players on the offensive side. You don't need him just to be like, okay, I'm just a pocket quarterback, and we just going to live to see another down. Continue to drives. That's what we need from our quarterback, and this is why we all start saying that Jalen Hurts is top 3 because of what he could do with his legs.
Yep, Smitty.
Man, you don't listen. I think everybody on the panel gonna agree when I say ballers play. You just let them play, bro. You let that man. You call a play, and if he freestyle, he got to run. You let him run. Like I remember when he came out for the Giants game. You could tell somebody got in his ear and said, "Hey, look, we ain't doing no running today. We throwing the ball, and if it ain't open, we getting 1 or 2 yards and we getting down. We ain't letting no contact. You can't do that. You got to let him go out there and ball, man. That's what you did last year. That's what you got to do moving forward. If you believe in him as a leader, if you believe in him as the captain of this ship, this offense. He gonna take us to where we're gonna go. We're gonna go as far as Jalen Hurts. Then you gotta let Jalen Hurts use every piece of his equipment to make sure he's who he's supposed to be. Because if you start cutting out of his equipment, see, like I heard Lamar Jackson. He was like, "Oh, I gotta do more passing, less running." You can't mentally get in your head like that, because just like we was talking about last night, DV, you start getting like Dak Prescott. You start forcing stuff. You start seeing ghosts. You start doing things that's out of character. You start playing out of character. Then you start seeing different things going on. You got to just play your game, bro. You can't get in the mode of this is what they want me to do. I got to do it. No. And I feel like you got to let him be a dual threat. He is a dual threat, triple threat as he call himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he say his brain, his legs, and his arm. You got to let him play ball, man. You can't change his game up. I don't care. Listen, I don't care about that shoulder injury last year. He was gone 2 weeks. They did the proper things to make sure he's straight. Now I just need him mentally to know to protect himself. When you out there in the open field, I don't need you to cut into a group of tacklers. I need you to go ahead and slide. You know what I'm saying? You seen him with the burn from the Devontae Smith. I need you to get a few more of those, brother, because I don't need you to have no shoulder injuries, no concussions. We just need to let him ball, bro.
Yep. Trey?
You can't draft this dude, pay him, and then try to change his game. It's like, no, I don't like stuff like that. That's how quarterbacks get injured.
Yeah.
That's how quarterbacks get injured. If you on the football field, you liable to get an injury, like in the pocket, outside the pocket, anything, bro. So it's like, why would you strip dude of his superpowers? That's the superpower. That's what making him a top quarterback in the NFL, because he's so difficult to guard, because you don't know what you're gonna get out of him play after play. He could drop back 5 times in a row and throw the football. I seen him do it. And then he'd take off and burn you with his legs. Like, you limit your team when you do stuff like that. I seen Lamar Jackson get injured. I seen Robert Griffin III get injured. I seen a lot of these dudes get injured, and it was inside the pocket. Cam Newton, you could get injured anywhere on the field. So,
hey, you know what I heard? Trey Rock, somebody tell me, they say mobile quarterbacks 9 times out of 10 get hurt inside the pocket.
Exactly. They get hurt inside the pocket. McNabb, for instance. McNabb was a dude threat. But once they try to limit this dude to pocket passing, that's when he start getting all his injuries. So, I mean, no, I'm fine with let that boy run. He's still young. He's not no old turkey in this league. He's still young. He's still in great physical shape. Like, he runs harder than a lot of these running backs in the NFL. So it's like, I mean, nah, bro. I can't see the offense flourishing with him just being a strict pocket passer. And for the Philadelphia Eagles last year, we didn't even really call a lot of runs for Jalen Hurts. It was like he ain't see nothing and he took off. It's like, bro, like it's the same thing. Design run, scrambling, taking off. It's all the same thing. Let that boy play football. Don't limit him, man.
Hey, before we move on, hold on real quick. Hey, Trey Rock, last night from Stu, personally, he said he wants to apologize because he actually went back and listened to what me and you was arguing about, and he came in on the wrong argument. He thought the argument was one thing, but it was something different. And I was trying. I wish I could have popped in, but I was eating dinner, and I wanted to explain to him, like, look, we was talking about if we slant the resume, does the Hurts fit in the top 10? Not just it going into next year. We all know he top 10. Right. Honest to God truth, the only thing I was saying was I graded him on a slant. You know how your teacher in high school used to say, you know, I know it's a couple kids in here, they struggling because they ain't been here as long as the other kids, so I'm going to grade y'all papers on a slant. Right, that's all I did. I kind of graded him because I kind of projected too, like, damn, if I seen that last year, if he can reproduce that one more year, possibly get an MVP, possibly get us the Super Bowl championship, right. I did all that. So it's on me too, because I should have got in here and told Stu, hey, you're going the wrong way. You turn left at the stop sign, we told you to turn right. Goddamn, you're tripping. But yeah, he said he apologized, and you know,
I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it, bro. It's all sports talk at the end of the day. Ain't nothing personal between nobody on the panel, fans. I mean, people that watch the show. You want to get up here and talk some sports? Let's talk sports. Let's get it. And after that, I'll shake your hand and we'll be good. I mean,
Yeah.
I love it. I love
At the
talking
end of
this
the day,
stuff.
it's about them birds behind me, man. We don't care about none of that
Bird.
other stuff, man.
Yeah, we don't care about none of that other stuff.
Exactly. Bird gang.
Bird game. What we talking about again? We talking about Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts cutting
Yeah.
back on the
Yeah,
running back.
Jalen Hurts. Dick Vermeil talked about Jalen Hurts running the Billies.
Leave it alone. He's different. He's different, man. Like leave him alone. Let him do his thing. He didn't get paid all this money to, change it up now. Like they did say earlier, Trey and I seen it in the comments. Remember when Donovan Knapp did that? He tried to say, "Oh, I'm a pocket passer. I'm a pocket passer." And he went out there and tried to be a pocket passer. His game started going down. It's like you can't change nobody from what you let them. If you're a good coach, you're gonna find out their skills, find out their talents, and build your offense around it. And I think that's what the Eagles have done so far. If that includes Jalen running, some games like you've seen, some games he didn't have that many passing yards, but he had like 200 yards rushing. Why are you going to change any of that? If he has to run one game, let him run. Like you say, he's 24 years old. His body, he's built like a brick house. He works out with linemen. Come on. Quarterbacks don't normally do that. Jalen Hurts is on another level. You let Jalen do his thing, and he's going to continue to bring W's to the Philadelphia team.
Yep, Cole says. Yep. Cole said, "Shout out to King SmittyEagle and King DV." Yep.
Hey, DV, put that shirt in the camera a little bit, man. I'm trying to see what you got on there, man.
Oh man, I just made this with my cricket, man. I'm making shirts and stuff like that.
Hold on, where my inside that shirt?
I feel like I could do that. I could do that, no problem. But I feel like we wasn't giving the cornerbacks the old heads love, so I just put this together and put the corner boys.
Yeah, because you remember that little thing we just got into about them saying Bradbury was overrated.
Right. So I just put the corner boys, the corner boys. When the corner boys get a touchdown, man, look, this is going on.
I like that shirt, man. I like that.
Yep, nice shirt.
We need the inside of that shirt, man. What I got to pay for one, man? I need one of them.
What's happening? You gotta pay for nothing, man. You gotta pay for nothing.
Start putting the merch out, bro.
Yeah, we gotta put the merch out, man. Merch on the way. We gotta get that Birds of Broad Street merch out here, man.
Yes, we're working on it.
We got them out, but we definitely need to make some new merch.
Joseph, holla at me, man. You know how to get in touch with me.
Let's see. Cole said them corners
burnt toast.
Who gonna burn them? Who gonna do our corners like that, Cole?
I don't want this to.
Right now.
Yeah, let's not.
He talking about
Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, Trayvon burnt.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, Joe, you know where to find me at, man. Anybody, y'all hit me up on Twitter, man. Just give me y'all sizes.
Yeah, we'll do a top 10 corner real soon, Cole. So you don't have to worry about that. But until then, we'll probably do that next week. But let's go ahead and go to the next topic. And this topic I really like. Terrell Edmonds on the vibe of the Eagles locker room. And I'll get your response to this. Every day in the locker room, people only talk about going to win the trophy this year. It's not about we're going to win a winning season. It's not about winning division. The main goal is let's win that championship. So, King DV, you respond to this.
Man, I'm happy he came out and said that, the feel of the locker room is basically, hey, we fell short last season. Regardless of the new guys are here, the people that we picked up, the rookies that we just acquired this year, everybody needs to be on the same page. And Terrell Edmonds is one of those new guys that actually showed up and was ready to compete. And he's like, I feel that. So his mindset has to be that, from the players to the coaches, everybody's mindset has to be getting back and finishing the job in the Super Bowl, regardless if it's against the Kansas City Chiefs or not. But everybody's just working. Everybody's working, and that's what you like to see from a team, especially coming off of a Super Bowl that made moves in the offseason that they did. Everybody counted this out because we were negative in a salary cap. We didn't really have that many players, that much money to get players, and now we in the positive, and we're talking about adding somebody either to the safety or the linebacker position. So it's just good that everybody is that mindset is getting back to where we need to get to and getting to Las Vegas.
Yep, Smitty.
Man, I just seen, you know what I'm saying? I was just looking at some things, right? And Kobe Bryant, after he lost to the Celtics in 2008, he said, I never stopped believing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as long as we keep that mindset inside of the locker room and we keep moving forward and keep getting better in our minds and keep everything processed on the field, bruh, if we believe that we can get back, we can achieve that. That's point blank period. Nobody can stop what we got going on. We are destined to be champions. You could talk about the one Super Bowl, however you want to talk about it. We just came off a Super Bowl run, which we going back into another one. I feel like the Eagles, with the pieces we brought in, with the pieces we still have here, we are solidified to go back. I think we running it back, man. And I think as long as the locker room stay locked in, stay bought in, and they keep the the main thing, we gonna be champions in Super Bowl 58.
Trigger?
I mean, I played football for a long time. I done won championships, lost championships, big games, lost big games. And when you lose a big game, it light a fire under you like that you never thought you had before. You work harder in the all season. You just want to get back there and you want to win. And I feel like that's the mentality this team got right now, especially with all the veterans. A lot of these dudes not gonna be in the league no more 2 to 3 years down the line. So they trying to get it while they can. Jason Kelsey, year to year right now, it's like they're not worrying about none of that other stuff. They done been through everything that the NFL can like really throw at you. Now they just want to go out on top. So I mean, when you got veteran presence like that in the locker room, man, it keep everybody else head on straight. Even the rookies, even the people that just added to the team, they gonna fall into the culture because it's all business. It's family, but it's all business at the same time. So, I mean, that's what you want to hear. And when your quarterback is one of your leaders and he's as passionate as he is, everybody else gonna follow suit. So, I feel like we're gonna be straight this year. We're gonna be straight this year. We're gonna have give us another winning season, and we'll be fighting for that championship again.
Yep. Bird Gang?
This is championship material, guys. Howie Roseman knows how to build a football team. You go out and you get champions. You build to this roster full of champions, guys that know what it takes to win. Guys that even lost to each other in championship games, but they were in championship quality teams. It's just like once you get that culture inside your locker room, your team's full of these guys are serious. These guys understand that it is time to go out there and get another championship for the city of Philadelphia. And I don't expect anybody. I think that's the reason why people want to come to our team. It's just because they know once they hit that building that everybody's going to be giving 110%. You got some mean dogs on this team, and we got a lot of talented players just all over the place. You look at every position. Like I said, we're the deepest roster in football. Why wouldn't you want to come be a part of that culture? Next year around, they got these guys competing. The coaches got these guys competing and working hard. You're starting to see people in voluntary, workouts there, starters there, and voluntary workouts. Not every team got that. It's a culture that we're building, led by our guy, Jalen freaking Hurts. The team's following Jalen. The owners following Jalen. Howie's following. Everybody want to be like this guy because he's a leader. And he's going to lead our team to the promised land this year for sure.
Yep. When you got, let me get my solo cam too. When you got Jalen freaking Hurts, when you got AJ Brizell, when you got Smitty, when you got Goddard, when you got the core foundation of Lane, Kelsey, when you got Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham on this team, we gonna be all right. It's like we're gonna be all right. I mean, I never seen a bunch of brothers like I see on this team. Think about this: AJ Brown, Jalen freaking Hurts, best friends. Jalen freaking Hurts, Devontae Smith, best friends. The Georgia Bulldogs of Rango, Carter, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, the Kobe Dean, best friends. We got Kelsey, Elaine, Fletch, and Graham. I never seen a bunch of brothers on this team like I do right now. So Eagles Nation, be blessed. You're going to have yourself a beautiful year. There's going to be some ups and downs. There's going to be some times where you're going to be scratching your head like, what the heck? But you got some brothers on this team, and I am thankful to Howie Roseman for hooking, creating this roster. And speaking of old Howie T, Derek Gunn said something a couple of days ago that I want to discuss as well. He said, Derek Gunn said, oh, Howie T is going to find something. It's only a matter of time before the Eagles make another move. Howie T loves making moves in the dog days of the offseason, so this isn't a surprise. So I'm going to ask the panel, what move should old Howie T cook up this offseason before the season starts? Okay?
I would say basically it all depends on Sidney Brown. At the end of the day, it depends on the play of him, and then also how N'Kobe Dean played, our Nicholas Morrow played with the ones, because that's where I think that we need the most depth at. But overall, I just think that he's going to make a move by August, and it's coming. And when it comes, it's going to be like the final piece to the puzzle. Until trade deadline, of course. But yeah, I think he just needs to go after a linebacker. That would be my choice that Hobby's going to make, because I think Sidney Brown is going to be in that rotation. He's going to be in that rotation. So linebacker's going to be my choice.
Yep. Smitty?
I'm going a little different than I've been going. You know what I'm saying? I kind of believe in Nicholas Morrow. I believe in Sidney Brown. I think we need another edge guy. I think we don't have, I think that third rotation of edge rusher is a little light. I think we could bring in a dude like Yannick Ngakoue or what's the one guy name from the Texans? He played Jadeveon Clowney. I think we could bring in one of those guys, man, and kind of fortify this line a little bit deeper than what we already had. Last year, the reason we were so good with the 70 sacks, we had a mean rotation. And I feel like we could bring in one more guy on that edge, put his hand in the dirt, and go get the quarterback. I think other than that, on the defensive end, that's pretty much it. If we go on offense, I don't see a place where we really can bring in a guy that's going to impact the team. More of a depth guy on the offensive line, maybe. Because we got a few receivers that I kind of believe that can make a difference, or they can make an impact. So I'm gonna believe in that. But yeah, edge gonna be my guy.
Yep. Trigger?
It's rough. It's like we really like have everything for real. We really just add depth the places. So even with the safety position, and even Gardner Johnson said it out his own mouth that Darius Slay, Vontae Maddox, and Bradbury made his job way easier because he didn't have to focus on one side of the field, so he could play all over the field. So that safety position, if you know how to play safety, you're gonna be straight back there. If you know where you're supposed to be at, stuff like that. I'm gonna have to go linebacker in court too, because I feel like we're a little light at the linebacker position. I mean, minus Morrow and N'Kobe Dean, and Hassan Reddick really an edge rusher to me. So, I mean, I feel like we have to, if we go upgrade anywhere, it got to be the linebacker position. Bringing a sturdy veteran, even if you don't start him, he still could be a good rotational guy, just in case one two get hurt. And that's really it for me. We don't need nothing on offense. Like y'all said, anything we add on offense is a luxury right now. So yeah, if it's anything, I'm gonna have to go with the linebacker position. I feel like we could get a little deeper right there.
BG?
We don't need nobody right now. For real. People you got 4 open roster spots, but you gotta realize we took away that whole cut down thing, right? So now you gotta drop from 90 to 53 in one day, as opposed to in the preseason. So it doesn't really matter how many players we have, but not all these guys are gonna be on our team anyway. So you see the open space now. It's like, yes, you can fill them with bodies. If anything, I'll probably pick a special team ace if we can find one out there that can help out their special team. But other than that, man, our team's fine, man. I ain't tripping on nothing. Like Howie makes good moves once the season starts, So let's go to training camp. Let's see what these young guys have. Like I said, I'm a firm believer. We got enough talent on this roster right now. You want to upgrade the ends or whatnot. I still think we got players on this team. We got players on this team that are young, and we still haven't seen their full potential either to let them go ahead and fight out and see what they can do. Let these preseason games come around. Let training camp go through. If someone gets hurt or something like that, then you make a change. A linebacker position, like you said, Murrow, Dean. We got Ellis looking good out there. Nolan Smith's even showing you that he can cover, so that might put him into the off-ball linebacker position anyway, too, as well as getting after the pass rusher. So, I'm not really worried. Our team's good. We're gonna go out there and kick some butt anyway. So let's chill out to after training camp and get some preseason games started.
Yeah, for me, I'm with Trigger. I'm with Trigger on line. Thanks, PJ. I'm with Trigger on linebacker. That's the only thing, just to help no N'Kobe Dean out. That's the only thing that's on my mind right now is just uh, linebacker. So that's the only thing I want Howie T to get. So before we get to Von Miller and Nolan Smith, early thoughts as we get to training camp and as we get to preseason and regular season, our early thoughts on the New England Patriots week 1 before we get to training camp. Okay.
I mean, it's not really no early thoughts. It's just we got to get through training camp. We also got to get through preseason. But once we get to that game, I just think that we got to take it week by week, and we can't get over as exaggerated with just the Tom Brady thing that's going to happen and everything. We got to go out there and play ball. We have to go out there and play ball, get this this first win under our belt, come home and get ready for week 2. But it's always first victim is going to be the Patriots, so we just gotta start there. Focus got to be trying to get that pressure on the Mac Jones. I don't want to see nothing out of Juju at all, or TikTok boy. I don't want to see nothing from him. Besides that, that's just public enemy number 1. We got to get week by week and don't leave no food on the table.
Yep. Smitty?
How do I say this being nice? Like, they lost their number 1 receiver last year.
I knew what you were about to say.
Don't be nice.
They lost their number 1 receiver. We finna bum them, man. Tom Brady gonna be in the building getting his jersey retired, but he ain't gonna be on the field. Mac Jones is not that. What are we talking about here, man? Did anybody when they was doing their top 10, top 20, did anybody say, damn, I need to put Mac Jones up here? No, because last year he was regressing. He got benched. It's a possibility week 1 we playing the backup quarterback, man. I don't know what we talk. Juju Smith-Schuster, he not a number 1.
Hey guys, stop hating on Juju. I'm a USD fan, so I don't give a
Nelson
Aguilar, y'all want to hate on Nelson.
UC fan, goddamn.
Y'all just calm down on Juju a little bit. Thank you.
Y'all can't produce a quarterback, and y'all ain't produced Juju. He got carried, man. We ain't worried about that. This is what's gonna happen. Jalen Hurts is gonna have the game of his life. DeAndre Swift might come out and put up 100+ rushing yards, and I think Bradbury gonna have 2 interceptions. He won't listen. He won't Juju all night. You disrespected this man to the utmost. You posted him on Twitter. You making love letter cards. I'll hold you when the come on, man. We gonna show what we really about. And I'm not worried about them, bro. I'm not at all worried about them. Like,
I don't think nobody's worried about them, bro. I don't think nobody worried about them on this panel or as a fan, period. But at the same time, like it's like we just said, it's any given Sunday.
It's any given Sunday. You
want to go out there and handle your business. You don't want to leave.
Listen, I don't think week 1 the Eagles coming with anything other than being locked in and focused. You might like the Washington, Commanders called us week 9. That's the best chance. You get us down the road. Right now, we're gonna be so locked in and focused. I don't listen. I think it's gonna be a good game for us. I don't know what's gonna happen to the Patriots.
Trigger?
That first game of the season always be tricky, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So and then you're dealing with the Bill Belichick factor. But if you look back at Belichick's record against mobile quarterbacks, his record is horrible against mobile quarterbacks. So, I mean, I don't fear nobody on the offense, to be honest. Like, they run a sturdy offense, though. I like Ramondre Stevenson. He's a good running back. I mean, big, powerful dude. He could break it, too. So, we're going to have to really lock in on that because the best games Mac Jones had was the games where they rushed for over 100, 150 yards. So, I mean, he could work out that play action. So, we're going to have to kind of shut that running game down. I mean, the Patriots offense, they play more of a spread you out type offense. So 3 receivers on one side, one on the other side, flex they tight end out. They just try to create space. So, I mean, it's going to be up to our defensive coordinator and what kind of game plan he bringing in week 1, because I don't feel like they're going to switch their offense up too much. And if Mac Jones is their quarterback, he not mobile at all. So we could get after him. It's just we got to shut that running game down. And defensive wise, Bill Belichick always got good defenses, man. So it's up in the air for real. I'm not saying we're gonna lose, but I feel like it's gonna be a good game just based off it being week 1. We struggled against Detroit last year in week 1. We was a way better team than them, and we struggled. This is week 1. You gotta find your footing. The season, to me, to be honest, don't start until after week 5. I mean, it's every year. I mean, you don't know what kind of team you is. After week 5, you all right, we locked in a little bit. We know what we is kind of. I mean, we could work off of this, but everything at the beginning of the season just be up in the air. Coaches try to get their foot, and players try to get their foot. And so, I mean, I wouldn't poo-poo this game at all. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a good game. I still think we're going to win, though.
Yep. Before I pass to the Bird game, remember, guys, this is an early preview. We're only doing this right now. We're going to preview the game the week of the Patriots game. So this is an early preview. So just remember that. Go ahead, Bird game.
Man, like Lil Wayne said, I ain't got no worries. Okay. What are you talking about? You talking about the Patriots? They ain't been relevant for a while. Okay. And they're not going to be relevant this year. I don't care about the week 1 stuff. If we lose this game, there's a problem. Our team is way too talented, guys. We're on another level than the rest of these teams. There's only a couple of teams you can keep. Now, I'll give you the Chiefs, but there's only a couple other teams you can keep in that top. I need to worry about that football game. Last year, we won 10 straight games before we took an L. I think we're going to break 10 this year. I think we can go 13 games. It might not even take it. I think it's possible that we can go 17-0 this year. I think it was possible last year. And like I said, if you look at the 4 games we lost, name one of those games where you felt at the end of the game, well, that was a better team. They beat us and they got us. None of them. So, it is what it is. I ain't worried about week 1, 2 through 17. We got an opportunity here to make some special things happen. It's happened before. Everybody keeps saying, oh, that's not possible. That's not realistic. The Dolphins did it in 72. Is that what it was, 72? They did it. They went undefeated throughout the season. So why are they the only person special enough to do it?
It happened in 07 too. They just didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but we won the Super Bowl too. So it's going to be a 20-0 season for the Philadelphia Eagles if everything goes right. Worst case scenario, we lose a game. And like you said, caught us off guard. I was at that Washington game and sucked because I was drunk as hell.
Yes, you was. Yes, you was.
Everybody remember it.
Yes, you was.
You was asleep. All that. So I did sleep.
Little BG sleep too.
The second quarter to like the beginning of the third quarter, but I did watch the fourth quarter and I did watch it in the third, and we still had an opportunity to win that football game. So, only way we lose is when all things aren't working. Last year, that was the only way we lost. I know this is a new team, but I feel the same way. We are that much more talented that the only way we lose is if A, Jalen, gets hurt, knock on wood, or B, everybody's dropping Quest, dropping balls, AJ's dropping balls, fumbling, Swift's not playing good, worst case scenario type things. So we ready, baby. We ready.
Hey, on Trigger Trade Point, Bill Belichick is 6-13 against mobile quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Simone was it? Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mo knows because she was there too. She was there too. What up, sis? Just got home.
That's a pretty bad record, bro. Now that Trey, I ain't looked at it before, but now that Trey said and I looked it up, he's 6-13. Ooh, he's struggling.
Well, Lamar Jackson killed the Patriots every time we play him.
Yeah, and Josh Allen. Now Josh Allen doing it. Josh Allen killing them. Yeah, they can't stop him from running.
Every time they play Lamar, he smoke him. He go over 100 yards rushing every time.
That's why they wanted him. See.
Yep. Another topic we're going to talk about before we turn off the lights. Von Miller was talking to Nolan Smith, man, and what we saw from Nolan in OTAs. Have a listen.
There's been times where I got on my knees and I fucking pray for this shit. God, please let me go out here and play well. Or God, please, I want to get that college, like maybe fucking get drafted. Real talk prayers with God, bro. Like, then you get in this situation, it's on you. You gotta take advantage of this. Take full advantage, man. I promise you. You do that, it'll be the Nolan Smith and Josh Uche pass rush on there.
Yep. So what do you want to see from Nolan Smith from training camp in the season? Go ahead, Smith King.
Man, when right before the draft, I said, look, we need to get him. We need to get Nolan Smith. If we can't get Jalen Carter, the football guys praised us with both of them. But I expect Nolan Smith to actually, be Nolan Smith and, come off the edge, challenge our O-line. I feel like that he has something to prove, especially, teams passed up on him because of his size. I know he's looking at that too. He's been working since we got to the off season and basically just been, trying to get better. He asked for the playbook as soon as he got drafted. I just think that he's going to actually show out in training camp, and he's going to show out in the preseason games. So I expect nothing but greatness from Nolan Smith. I think he's going to hit the ground running, man. Right? I think he's going to be the one that hit the ground running before any other Georgia Bulldogs.
Yep. Smitty.
Man, Nolan Smith is already a dog. Just like King DV said, the first phone call you made was asking for the playbook. And then when you got a chance to be in OTAs with the starters, you was taking first, second, and third team reps so you can know exactly where you need to be at all times. Like, I really feel like he gonna be one of those guys, right? That's gonna give you enough. He might not be a starter, he might not be playing a lot of snaps, but when he's on that field, he gonna be getting at that quarterback, man. He gonna be hard to stop, and I can see him. I was just imagining this. Imagine Joshua on one side, Hassan Reddick, and Nolan Smith on the other. Like, you gonna have a hard time stopping all three of those dudes coming at your quarterback, man. And it's gonna be. And then that's another reason I wasn't worried about the linebacker position, because we got a guy, Nolan Smith, who was 4.3 speed. I know he can cover something. I know he ain't just a pass rusher. I think he can play a little off-ball linebacker. I think he could play a lot of the edge rushing. I think we're gonna be straight, man. I think Nolan Smith and be a dog. I got him for I got him for 7.5 sacks.
Yep. Trigger.
All right, so I love
So
players.
you said
like
sheesh?
I said sheesh, yeah.
Not 7.5, 7.5 too high?
No. I was saying like sheesh like that. I hope that's what the case is. Like, he gets 7.5 sacks. That means Son Reddick got like 15. Sweat got like 8, 9. So I mean, I love it. I'll take it any day. But I love players like Nolan Smith. I mean, you could tell he actually loved and he enjoyed the game, because the part he's doing right now is the hardest part. The game easy. Figuring out what you gotta do, what your role gonna be, all that stuff, that's the difficult part. So and what I want to see from him, I really want to see from him this all season, he should be hanging on to Hassan Reddick. Like, that's his son, that's his pop or something, bro. Like, cause they really got the same play style. Now, if you could get a Hassan Reddick on both sides of the ball, on both sides of the field, nasty. Nightmare. It's me a nightmare. So what I want to see from Nolan is he just keep doing what he's doing. Keep learning. Once he get them pads on, man, just be the dog that I know you could be, for real. Because I know he a dog. I seen this dude play. I seen him play live games and stuff like that. He a dog. So, it's gonna be a nightmare for offensive linemen, man, this year when they go up against the Philadelphia Eagles. If you don't got 5'30" offensive linemen, that 1 week dude gonna be getting balled up all game. You still got to deal with Fletch. Jalen Carter coming in and trying to give you that Javon Hargraves type spin. Josh Sweat is a problem. The dude is like too tall and too fast. Hassan Reddick is just a bulldog off the edge. And Brandon Graham, he's still going hard. So adding Nolan Smith and bringing Derek Barnett back, this rotation about to be nasty, bro. And that's why I didn't bring up edge rushers because we got a plethora of edge rushers. You can even put Milton Williams at that end. He a dog at the end too. So I mean, bro, it's gonna be trouble for any offensive coordinator. They're gonna have a lot of sleepless nights playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. So I mean, I'm just ready for the action to start for real, for real.
Yep, BG.
This guy's a straight dog, man. Like, you guys already said everything about him that I would even think about saying. Like, I don't know. He's like the best defensive lineman player, linebacker type player, defensive player in general, I guess, in a long time. I just had to feel like, man, that guy's about to be great. He's doing everything right off the jump. Now it's like, can you back up everything you're talking about? Can you back up all this practice stuff in shorts? Can you back up that intensity on the football field once the bullets start flying? If he can do these things, I promise you, man, it's going to be a problem in the league this year. Like Trey said, to have him on one side, Reddick on the other side, I don't care what, 4-4, whatever lineup you're trying to make up. If you can make that happen, and he's as good as, advertised, man, it's going to be problems for every team in the NFL. So, I love what he's doing. He's taking the right steps. Like you said, he knows he got training camp with, Hassan Reddick. He's going to be there every day with him, learning what he got to learn. So instead of him overusing that, he's out there learning from all the best pass rushers in the league. You know what I'm saying? Your Von Millers, your Michael Parsons. That's who he remind me of. Everybody said Michael Parsons turned to end this year, but he already had, 2 years as being a linebacker. He can be I think Nolan Smith can be that off-ball linebacker this year. If you need to bring the heat, like Micah had to switch over for necessity for the team. He don't have to switch over for necessity of the team. He can be that off-ball outside linebacker if you want to run that 4-3 and then still rush him as a pass rusher on that end whenever you want to. So, I think the sky's the limits for him. I love his energy. I love his intensity. I love what he's bringing in his football team. BG's about to be leaving pretty soon over the next year or two. So it'd be good to still have that type of mentality on our football team and on our defensive line, that type of energy that BG brings. Like you said, I might play like Parsons, Von Miller, Hassan Reddick, these guys, but my energy is like BG. And so I'm glad that he's there to fulfill that role moving forward.
Yep. For me, I see a dog in him. I see the dog in him. I see the next bona fide leader of this team. He already asked for the iPad and stuff the second he was drafted. So I see a dog in him. Him, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean, Rango, Jalen Carter. It's going to be a movie watching all of them together. And I cannot wait till the season starts. I can't wait to see him in training camp. Nolan Smith going to be a dog, y'all. Just be prepared. Nolan Smith is going to be a dog. And with that, before we wrap up, we're gonna give you our final thoughts before we wrap up the show with a new segment called Lights Out. That's when we change the background to this, and we give our final thoughts. So, King D, yep, our final thoughts before we wrap up the show.
Man, I'm gonna just stick with edge rushers, man. I think that it's great to hear the news. I don't think we covered that Hassan Reddick and also
wait. I'm glad you said that. I was about to say that too. Never mind. Go ahead, King DB. Hassan Reddick.
So yeah, Hassan Reddick and also Josh Sweat basically saying they got something to prove, man. They got a chip on their shoulder. Basically, they wants to get into shape. They, like Terrell Evans says, they got that mentality to get back to the Super Bowl. And I think that, they all got that, hey, we didn't do a good job on defense. And, we got to prove out there, honestly, if I'm on that defense, it was that play calling. It wasn't us, but, you got to take some responsibility and some accountability towards that Super Bowl loss and go out there and, knock some heads off, man. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yep. Smitty, Hassan Reddick.
Man, come on, man. When a dude have 16 and a half sacks and he tell you he got another level to reach, he got to get better. We talked about this, man. If you got the ability on the field and you got the work ethic, I'm not betting against you. And I already seen them guys last year be able to perform at a high level. You telling me you got more to prove? Like, What are you going for 20, 25? If he listen, if Hassan Reddick go for 20 sacks, 20 sacks, I can guarantee us a Super Bowl.
Yep. Trigger.
Nah, I agree, man. Look,
Because this is what Hassan Reddick said, by the way. He said he's feeling he's in great shape. He's ready for the season and all. So go ahead, Trigger.
nah, man. The crazy thing about this whole situation is, like Smitty said, dude had what 16 and a half sacks last year. How much better can you get? You feel like you could get better. It's like, go ahead and do it, man. Ain't doing it for his city. He's from the city. It's like, bro, it's a different kind of motivation. It's like, I know he still got a sour taste in his mouth because he definitely wanted to bring the city another Super Bowl. For me, it's more of a y'all dudes that they don't gotta really prove nothing to me. It's like I know y'all good players. I know y'all a great team. I mean, unfortunate stuff happened last year, like the field stuff and all that. But I mean, we got there. You got there. You got that taste. You sniffed that. Mind you, Hassan Reddick been in the league for years. He never been to the playoffs. Last year was his first year going to the playoffs ever in his career, and he showed out in the playoffs. So, I mean, if he feel like he could get better, I'm all for it, man. I love these dudes, man.
Yeah.
He was already gone from Arizona when they made the playoffs.
Yeah, he was going on. He never made the playoffs.
He was in Carolina, right? He was in Carolina when they made the playoffs. Yep. That sucks, bro, to be in the league that long and not make the playoffs.
Never made the playoffs. And he always was a consistent, like, double-digit sack dude since he been in the league. So, I mean, he got that taste in his mouth. Now he smell blood. Now you got to go hunt, big dog. Let's get it.
Yeah, 22 and a half is the record. So, can he break the record, BG?
Ain't that's JJ Watt, right? I mean,
that's,
TJ Watt.
You muted
Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan got the record 22 and a half.
TJ almost broke it, right?
Yeah, he got 20. He got 22.
Oh, yeah.
Hassan Reddick is like the best pass rusher in the league. You know, what are we talking about? And it was like last year 16 and a half, but then by the end of the playoffs thing, it was 18 and a half sacks. You know, like the bull could do whatever he wants. He realized I like Hassan, and you've seen the videos in the office. He's not only working on pass rushing moves. This guy's out there working on, you know, how am I going to get strip sack fumbles? You know, how am I going to be even better than I was last year? He was one of the most dominant players on our defense coming down the stretch, and it's more than just the sacks. You know, it's the strips, it's the fumbles, it's the fumble recoveries, it's all that stuff put into one. Like he's a problem on that football field, and if he says he can get better, I believe him because he isn't that old. You know, he hasn't been in the league that long. He's had double-digit sacks and gotten better every single year. So what makes you think that he can't get better this year going into this year? I think the sky's the limit. I do see him getting, you know, at least the 18 and a half for the regular season before hitting that playoffs. And he can possibly break the sack record. Why not? He's taking full opportunity of being on the defensive line that he's on. You know, he's smart. All the players on our defensive line and linebackers, all of them together, they all, even as cornerbacks and safeties, they're taking advantage of each other's talent. When you're on football teams, there's very rare opportunities. Some players go their whole career without being on teams this gifted. You know, when you're on a team that's gifted, you got to take full advantage of it and go out there and be the star you know you can be. Don't worry about, oh, if I'm getting this many sacks, this guy might not get this many sacks. That guy's going to get that many sacks regardless. You know, everybody's going 100 at one, 100 miles per hour at one time. You're always going to get the numbers, and I think he understands that. And he's out there to seek more. He wants more fumbles. He wants more strip sacks. He wants more stats in general because he knows he's on a defense that's going to be able to allow him to get them. So that's what I say about Hassan Reddick.
Yeah. My apologies, Trigger. It was a tie. TJ Watt got 22 and a half too.
Oh, he tied it, right? I knew it was something like that.
22 and a half is, that's only 6 sacks, Jigger. I think my boy Hassan Reddick can add 6 sacks.
I think he could do it too. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hey, my edge rusher coach used to tell us, I don't care who get the sack, it's first man to the quarterback.
Right.
Thanks.
Yep. And now go ahead, Trigger. Yep.
Now
so
I was about to say, the crazy thing is, we was what, the best team in the NFL last year, like record wise, and I feel like Hassan Reddick still is like super underrated in the league. Like it's like crazy. Dude put up 16 and a half sacks, and he was like they had him at like the bottom 5 in defensive MVP. It's like, bro, that's motivation right there too. We had a better record than the 49ers. We had a better record than the Steelers, and this dude still was like still straddling like that fifth, sixth. I'm like, bro, how is that even possible? So, I mean, he got a lot of motivation right now, a lot of motivation. So if he put up 22 and a half, 23 sacks this year, bro, I'm all for it.
Defensive MVP. That's how good he is. That's what we can look forward to this year. It's
He
possible.
changed the game for us in a lot of those games, bro. He
He's looking
changed
to
the
set the
game.
tone. He got to set the tone this season.
Yeah,
Hey,
changed the game.
you know what somebody told me
He had
today?
multiple he had multiple 3-set games and everything. I'm like, oh, how they do my boy like that? But it's all good.
Yep. And finally, before we wrap up, Pro Football Focus ranked our offensive line number one and our defensive line number one. King DV, your thoughts?
I mean, that's
That's
just
good.
obvious, man. We sit up there and we invest in the trenches every single year, man. How can't we be number one on both sides of the ball? You know, we inside out, we just got better. And it's just thanks to the offensive line of a rushing yards for Miles Sanders, or the leeway for a talented Jalen Hurts, getting more time behind the line, or basically following Jason Kelsey, following Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson with one shoulder, holding down the fort against a Michael Parsons. You got to think about all those things. So going into the season, man, why can't we be ranked number one? A lot of people are going to say that's a fluke, but it's okay. We already know ball. If we know ball, we know that we're good on both sides of the ball. So I'm okay with it. I think that we could keep it up to for the whole season, but it just starts with not getting injured. Also the rotation, and also who we going to put at that right guard. That right guard is still a big question mark. They lean it towards Cam Jurgens. So if Cam Jurgens does play that right guard position, then we just got to add a little bit more depth to it. And I'm comfortable with the pieces that we got. So fly Eagles fly. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yep. Smitty?
Man, that's just a testament to the culture, bro. Like, we build in the trenches. We've been doing it since forever. If you look at our draft, we draft in the trenches. We bring in some of the best people off the street from the trenches. When we go make splashes, you see a safety here, corner here. Most of the time, it's the trenches. We trench. We a trench team. If anybody want to argue that we don't have good offensive defensive line, then they crazy. Like, that's what we do. And then we got our leadership, our biggest leadership. If you look at it, Kelsey, BG, Fletch, all trench guys. Lane Johnson, trench guy. Those are our biggest leaders, and they in the places where you need them at. Games are won in the trenches. We should be number one. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody with a deeper rotation as we. The only thing, like King DV, the only problem I am worried about is right guard, but I'm kind of not, because you got Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey. If you ain't all right at right guard, then you just don't need to be there anyways.
Right.
Yep. Trigger?
No, I agree, man. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, bro. We had 70 plus sacks last year. Our offensive line was ranked, I think, like dead first or second in like rushing, pass blocking, bro. And with the right guard situation, it's just like the Eagles not gonna go into the season without a plan. So it's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they already got it who they gonna put there. Now Stoutler just working with him, getting him right. Just Stoutler turned a seventh round pick that never played football into one of the best left tackles in the league right now. So anything that got to do with that offensive line, I trust in that dude. I mean, they could throw anybody out there, and I feel like they're gonna be able to compete, especially with the veterans they have around them. You got Jason Kelsey to lean on this side, Lane to lean on that side. Bro, all you gotta do is hold fort for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to do. They turned Dickerson into a Dickerson was a dog in college, but they
He was right side, right?
they brought him up.
Mm-hmm.
They brought him up to speed quick. So I mean, the numbers don't lie. Like it don't lie. We got the best offensive coach in the NFL, offensive lineman coach in the NFL, Jeff Stoutland. I'm glad this dude stayed because he was about to leave this year that just passed. He was about to leave. He got a way better job offers and he chose to stay. So, I mean, that's a plus right there. With the defensive line, it ain't nothing but dogs up front. It ain't nothing but dogs up front. It ain't that many teams that's rolling this kind of rotation in on defensive line. Edge, interior, bro. It's just like we really just a different squad when it comes to the trenches, like Smitty said. So, I mean, that's where you win football games at, in the trenches, and that's why we've been winning a lot of football games over the years. So, I mean, it's accurate to me. It's debatable. It can be debatable, but it's accurate to me. I watch my team week in and week out dominate people up front. So, I mean, it's accurate to me.
Yep. BG.
Hey, Jigga, I like that take, Jigga. I like that take. King DV didn't like when I brought that take on Inside the Nest. I like that take.
It's true, man.
Bro,
I said we
think
could
we
break it
going back for
easily.
the record, bro. I swear to God. I got that. Like, listen, it ain't about like me looking. I just feel like the people we brought in can bring more impact than the people we lost. I just feel like Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter and you know what I'm saying on this line is better than Javon Hargrave being here. I just feel that way. Like I understand people are gonna be like, oh, Javon Hargrave was polished. Who's to say Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith aren't gonna be polished when the season pop off?
But
We got the just like Trigger just said, we have the coaches in the right spots to get them boys prepared to be ready. I think we can break it, bro. That's the truth. That's me.
You know, on some real, Jalen Carter, even him just coming into the league, he a better run defender than Javon Hargrave was. So it's like, Javon Hargrave was strictly a pass rusher. Exactly. He struggled in the run game, but Jalen, he give you both. And then you still got Jordan Davis to plug up them holes too. So it's gonna get nasty, bro.
Hargrave started slow where people was like, is it time for him to leave anyway? Last year,
Hargrave was originally a run stopper, right? When we pulled him from Pittsburgh, he turned into a pass rusher.
He turned into a pass rusher, and he lost that run stopping ability. I don't know how. It's probably because he was at nose tackle in Pittsburgh.
He started working on one half of his game, Trey. He started forgetting about the run and started. Let me see how I can get to the quarterback. After Fletcher Cox said, I don't get paid to what he said. I get paid to hit the quarterback, and then what he said, something like that.
I don't get paid to drop back. Get paid to drop back in coverage.
I get paid to rush the quarterback.
Yeah. So even with that, Javon Hargraves, I feel like he was a great player. He was a great player, but he was undersized. I'm not gonna lie, he was undersized. He used to get dominated by guards sometimes. That was bigger than him in the run game, and he had to come off the field. I don't think that's gonna be the case with Jalen Carter, because he could stop the run and rush the pass. And you see this dude chasing plays down sideline to sideline. He a young dog. Now, if they could keep his head on straight, I think Young ain't gonna be a dog in this league.
Hey, I got a question for the panel before Bergen go.
Yep.
Who I'm gonna say Seattle, but who is in y'all eyes our biggest threat in the NFC?
You think it's Seattle?
The reason I say I felt like Seattle went and got pieces that they really was missing. Like San Fran, to me, I would say San Fran, but I don't even know who your damn starting quarterback is.
Right.
You can't tell me if it's Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, or Sam Darnold. So I can't pick you right now. But in June, looking at what Seattle brought in, they brought in, to me, the best receiver in the draft. They brought in, to analysts, the best cornerback in the draft. They brought back Bobby Wagner, who solidifies what they mean as a defense to kind of uphold their standard. I just feel like Seattle might have something to prove, bro, because they've been out of relevance for a long time. I agree with that too, Quezzy. The Lions might be moving, but I don't know yet.
The only reason
let's answer that. Go ahead. We'll start with Trigger. Go ahead, Trigger.
The only reason I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say Seattle is because I still, like, I know Geno had a good year last year, but I still don't trust Geno Smith year after year. I mean, I don't, bro. I really don't.
I had to say an argument with myself, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I really don't trust Geno. Like they got the perfect setup to be a dominant team this year, It's just that I don't trust Geno. He suck in big games. He sucked bad in big games. He'll beat up on the little teams and stuff like that. But he sucked in games that actually matter. He sucked in primetime games. Dude is a turnover machine. It's like, bro, that's the only thing. And if your quarterback get downfall, I can't trust you. Like, I can't trust you. Just like I think, to be honest, and people probably like, I'm gonna get a little feed, like a little pushback. But I think the Jets gonna be formidable this year. Oh, they not in the NFC. I'm tripping. They're not in the NFC. The Jets not in the NFC, they're in the AFC.
No,
Yeah,
AFC.
AFC.
They are gonna be a problem this year for
They're
sure.
gonna be
Yeah, they are.
this year.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you watch New York games last year, the
They
only
needed a
thing they
quarterback.
was missing was a quarterback, bro. The only thing. They had a good run. They had a great run game before Drees Hall went out. I mean, even after that, they still was cooking. The defense was like top 5, bro. They really was shutting stuff down. Only thing that killed them was Zach Wilson.
Hey Trey, you know what I liked about the Jets last year? When Brees Hall went down, they immediately went committee.
Yep.
They didn't even think about it. They was like, we got 2 running backs that's young. We finna run these boys.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he coming back strong. I feel like the Jets gonna be formidable this year, to be honest.
Who
Yeah.
you taking for the NFC?
Well, but yeah, for the NFC,
I'm
yeah.
taking for the
Who-
NFC. I'm gonna have to go Detroit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to go Detroit, bro. If you watch Detroit games last year,
Close.
they could score with anybody in the league. I think they was the highest scoring offense last year. So, and the defense like slowly coming along. They put some pieces over there. The pass rusher they drafted last year, he had a great season. It's like, bro, Detroit building a culture over there. Their coach is doing a great job. He's doing a great job, and I feel like this year they're gonna kind of turn that page, and they're gonna be hard to deal with.
Yep. King?
And look, I'm gonna just come out and say it. I think the 49ers is still the team to watch out for. Not worried about the quarterback, of course I'm not, but they got a lot of guys. You know, Ayuk. You know, they got Christian McCaffrey over there. You know, that can do yards after catch, man. You know, Baker Mayfield, whoever they have back there. You know, all they got to do is not Baker Mayfield. Whoever they have back there. All they got to do is dump it off. Yeah, Brock Purdy.
So you would
Trey
still
Lance.
pick them if Sam Darnold ended up being the starter?
All he got to do is dump it off. They got yards.
Shit, that's all they needed. That's all they needed Johnson to do, and he couldn't do it against us.
But come on, bro.
He didn't practice that week.
Come on, bro.
He didn't practice quarterback that
Listen,
week.
that boy went. That boy had 90
but
yards.
their defense is up there.
The defense is
The
solid.
defense is up there.
I ain't gonna argue that.
But yeah, I think they will be the only team to watch out for. Really.
But they did just lose D'Amico Ryans too, though. So
Yeah, I know.
we don't know if that defense gonna take a step back.
That was another reason I ain't picked San Fran.
He was dialing it up over there.
Do we
Now
know who
they
their
got a whole
DC
new
is now?
defensive coordinator. No.
No, he knew. I know. This is his first year being a DC.
Mm.
Man, I'll go next.
D'Amico Ryans a big loss. Since
Hold on. We might have to let King DV switch because I don't think he added in.
I ain't know that.
Ryan being
He's
gone.
in the top 3 defense in the league. I think
I know
3
that.
years straight. That's a big loss.
Yeah. For me, we got RZ0B in the house. What up? For me, that's tough because some people are going to say the 49ers, but they don't have a quarterback right now. We got to see about Brock Purdy. I know there's going to be a bunch of street rat little boys that are going to say them, but no. If I got some shoes, it got to be the Lions. It got to be the Lions because week one, we thought it was going to be smooth sailing, and all of a sudden, they did play us tough. They put up 35 points on the board on us, so yeah, it's going to have to be the Detroit Lions for me. Now, again, 49ers, yes. Street rat little boys, of course, we're going to have to put you guys in. But when it comes down to who we got to keep our eye on, give me the Detroit Lions. But go ahead, BG. I know you're going to say nobody, so go ahead.
There's only one team I worry about, and they wear green. And
come on, you got BG.
They got a little gray in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to give a better answer.
There's only one team, and then when they look at themselves in the mirror, they see the eagle patches because that's the only team that we have to worry about. And in terms of it's ourselves, man. All we have to do is worry about ourselves. We go out there and play Eagle football week in, week out. There's not one team that I worry about at all. Why? Why should waste my energy worrying about teams that's not as good as my team? Or can't even really, I don't see they're not on the same level. I don't even think there's any team in the NFL that I really look at. If you want to say the Chiefs, whatever, Chiefs, okay. But after that, I'm not worried about no teams. I'm not even worried about the Chiefs. So in our own division, everybody know we're ranked number one in our NFC. We got the best quarterback in the NFC. We got the best quarterback in the league. We got the best offensive line, defensive line. We got the best safeties. Not safeties, cornerbacks. You know, we got the best receiver tandem in the NFC. So why would we worry about any of those teams? If there was a loss, probably coming from an AFC team, but I'm not worried about none of them either.
Bro, just pick a team, bro.
Thank you, please.
Come
I was just
on.
gonna say that. I was waiting.
The Eagles, that's the team I picked.
No.
God,
That's not working. Pick a team. We ain't saying we scared of
I'm
the
not
team.
gonna make me
The
pick a
team,
team.
the team you would see if we played them, and you'd be like, all right,
ain't picking no
they got a
team.
chance. They
Y'all
got a
pick a team.
chance.
Y'all pick a team. No one
What
got
team
a chance. No
You
team
know
got a
another
chance.
team we gotta look out for though, and I ain't
No
even gonna
team.
lie, and it's like underrated. We gotta look out for Chicago too. I think Chicago
Oh.
gonna be good this year too, bro. They're gonna be a good team. They're gonna surprise a lot of people.
Shit, Green
And
Bay
I'm not
might
saying
not
all
be
these teams
bad.
aren't going to be good football teams. There could be a lot of good football teams out there next year. I bet you half the league going to be good football teams. But do I worry about?
We ain't say worry about. We said competitor.
He said
Competitive?
competitive.
We're saying the team.
We're
Okay,
gonna
look,
compete?
I'm gonna make it better. The team
We
we could
didn't have no
play
one
that
compete
you
with
would
us
get the
last
best
year.
game out of. The team you could play that you would feel you would get the best game out of. It come down to the wire. It come down to Jalen Hurts having the ball like he supposed to have in the Super Bowl last second. Who is that
I
team
don't
in the
think we're going to
NFC?
be in any of those games this year. I don't see no wire-to-wire games unless we got a lot of people hurt or something for real.
All right, then.
If you guys want me to pick one, I'm just going to say since we play them twice, the Cowgirls.
All right, I'll take that.
I thought
All right.
somebody was gonna
I'm
say
not
that.
worried about them at all for real. I'm
Hold
just
on,
saying if I had to pick one,
acting like
play
we
them
wasn't
twice.
in dog. He's sitting here acting like we wasn't in dog fights with the Chicago Bears last year, the Colts last year. Bro, any team could get you on any week.
Yeah, the Cardinals could have beat us.
Yeah.
The Cardinals could be. It's a lot of teams in the NFC, bro. We not just gonna dominate everybody, BJ. Like
Mhm.
you
Most of the
gotta be
games
real.
last year, didn't we just dominate?
No,
No.
Yes.
this name like
Most of the game were easy.
Cardinals.
The only time the scores wasn't looking
Colts.
dominating
We
because we
didn't
stopped
dominate
playing after the
Jacksonville when
second
we
quarter
played
because we're up so much.
Bears.
bro.
Hey, DV, you changing your answer?
Teams came back.
I can
No,
name
I'm
5
not.
games offhand where we struggled.
I
5
can't
games.
fix my mouth to say the Cowgirls. I can't.
You ain't gotta fix the Cowgirls. There's other teams out there that improve that you think is better than the Cowgirls.
They are, but everybody else said it, so I'm gonna stick with the 49ers.
The only thing I'm scared about is they lost their run stopper. That's a big problem for San Fran right now. They D line is made up of 3 pass rushers. Who's stopping the run? Bosa, Armstead, and Hargrave are all pass rushers.
Yeah, they are.
Their run defense gonna be trash.
Yeah.
I said it on with me and Cole. It's gonna be a lot of linebackers making tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And safeties. They gonna have a lot of tackles.
Tackles getting pushed in the linebackers too. Because they got a sturdy linebacker core, but you seen when we played them, they didn't even look like half the time they played like last season. It was like everybody was just lost, everybody was stuck. It's like, bro, you don't got no dogs up front to stop the run. You gonna get ran on all game. It's like, bro, it's gonna be crazy. 49ers.
That's why they got us number 1 offensive line right there.
Right, because we could give you anything you need. 3rd down and long, our defensive tackles could pass rush too. I mean, we could stop the run. Once we got Sue and Linval Joseph, we stopping the run. It's like, bro, Howie Roseman put together a great team for this season, bro, and we just gotta sit back and just enjoy it. Like, we just gotta sit back and just anything we talk about is just like we just throwing really like stones at the wall. Like, bro, like I feel like this, bro. Anybody they put out there, I feel like they're gonna do their job. So my confidence level in this team right now, and we ain't even about to start playing football yet. It's like through the roof. Mm-hmm. And we can sit here and argue about stuff like this, but at the end of the day, we all know we got a great football team, and it's gonna be a good season.
Hey, one of my customers today, we was having an argument while I was cleaning his pool. You know what he told me about Jalen Hurts? He said Jalen Hurts is the new age Cam Newton.
I'll slap him.
And listen, I said, you want to know the difference between Jalen Hurts and Cam Newton? The performance in the big game. When Cam Newton got on that big stage, he turned into marshmallow meat, and my boy Jalen Hurts stood up and played ball. He was like, no, he finna fall off. Y'all got about 3 years out of Jalen Hurts. This is gonna be over with. I'm like, oh man.
Plus, like it's kind of similar, but it's different because Cam Newton depended on his legs way more than Cam Newton was like 80%.
Josh Allen.
Cam Newton was like 80% of that Carolina rushing attack. Jalen Hurts kind of in like the 40, he probably like 35, 40 is range because it ain't no he handing the football off. Cam Newton wasn't handing the football off. He was taking it, he was running. They had his design runs was way different. He was running power plays and stuff like that. It's like Jalen, our main goal is to get Jalen on the edge so he can run out of bounds or slide. We're not really running him unless it's goal line or something like that or short yardage. We're not really running them in the middle. Cam Newton was an actual running back playing quarterback. This is way different.
Josh Allen, bro, they the same. People think I'm crazy. I'm like, bro, if you look at what Josh Allen do, he run a lot of that power.
Lamar Jackson be having 2 tight ends and 2 fullbacks on the field, and he'll take off. You know what I'm saying? They be setting that up for Lamar too.
But like Smitty said, the Josh Allen and Cam comparison, that's more of a closer comparison than Jalen and Jalen more like
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, like Russell Wilson. Basically, yeah. Like
he's standing the edge more to throw than he is to run, but he will run if he has to. But you see a lot of last year, he paused at the edge, he looking, then he take that one step. He was looking. That's what I like about him, bro. That's why I said they can't change nothing, bro. He was so dynamic. He was reading the field. Like he was able to, okay, I need to run here. Okay, I'm running. And he knew it in a split second. You could watch a lot of plays where he was like, it ain't gonna be there. He take off. Like play
they wasn't designing.
Not all that. And then a lot of that came from check downs too, Trey. A lot of that came from them. He knowing it. They finna call a blitz, but there's no check down, man. I gotta go. I ain't got time to wait because the only time you wait for the blitz is a check down man or a screen.
No, I get you. That's why I said the Philadelphia Eagles didn't run a lot of crazy design runs for Jalen Hurts. It was all simple read, run, pass option. There's 3 options in the play. If this ain't there, you take that. That ain't there, you take that. We wasn't just straight running power and all that stuff with Jalen Hurts. It's like
they killing Josh Allen with it though.
Yeah, they kill it. Josh Allen gonna be done in like 3-4 more years. He take a lot of big hits. He run the ball a whole lot. Cam Newton, he gonna be Cam Newton.
Power. He gonna have shoulder problems. All that power back. I'm running, hurdling people, getting put on your neck. Gonna pay a toll. You're a quarterback, bro. You better remember that.
And they be like, oh, it's because they weigh so much and they're so tall. They're such big guys that they can handle it more. If those guys aren't in the weight room, they ain't, taking care of their body fully. I'm not saying obviously they're professionals. They're in the weight room somewhat, but you know what I'm saying? That seemed like Jalen's way to me. I don't know what the rest of these guys are doing, but it seems like Jalen's way stronger and his body's a different body type than the rest of these quarterbacks out there. You know what I'm saying? He actually is he got that running back built, but he can throw the football and he can take. I think he has more opportunity to take those hits. Cam Newton was big and tall and 250, something like that. Josh Allen's a big boy, 235, 240. But these guys they don't have the same athleticism as just Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson's a little skinny, so if he keep taking these hits, his body's going to break down too as well. So, like I said, it's just like to give him his props. It's just a perfect blend. It doesn't come very often, where everybody has a perfect blend of everything that makes him who he is. And man, he's on another level than all these guys.
Yep.
Hey, what's up with that Wheezy question? I mean, I want to know the answer to that too, because I ain't understand it yet. When my quarterback run for 12 times, and then I go look at Lamar Jackson ran for 15 or 20 times, Josh Allen ran for 15, 20 times. It's cool. I don't even hear about it in the headlines. Soon as Jalen Hurts do it, it's like he needs to stay in the pocket more. Like, what's the problem?
They're scared.
Bro. It's a problem because it's a problem, bro. It's a problem because Yeah, it's a problem because it's a problem. Jalen Hurts being on a run and everything, it's a problem because now you don't know what he's going to do. He was talking about his arm, so you don't even know if he's going to throw it or run it himself. And then also you got to him being on the field, you got to worry about these running backs. They say that's not even top 10, like a Miles Sanders. You know, you got to worry about them guys. You know, right now they're saying that our running backs got injury issues or they can't be they lost their starting position or whatever like that. Watch DeAndre Swift eat because Jalen Hurts is a problem. That's why the running game is a problem. Josh Allen, that's not a problem because look, he takes a lot of hits, and then also he wants to win games with his arm, and he's not really good at that. So it's a problem because Jalen Hurts is a problem when he's running the ball.
I seen the best linebacker last year be flat-footed the whole NFC Championship game.
This is
Fred Warner didn't know what to do.
Yeah, go ahead, Trey.
It's two things. He a Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. The media hate Philly. Period.
Mm-hmm.
The media hate Philly. Period. And you ain't really see nothing like Jalen besides like Russell Wilson. You ain't really see nothing like Jalen could step back and throw a dime down the field and he could take off on you. You ain't really see like these kind of problems. They ain't really they put they trying to ban quarterback sneaks. Quarterback sneaks been happening since 1933.
Some people call it rugby, Trigger. Rugby.
Bro, they've been happening since 1933, since the first championship game ever happened. They was doing quarterback sneaks. Now y'all try to ban them because
when Brady was doing it all those years, ain't nobody said nothing about it then.
Oh,
Nobody.
This is basically what they said. It was too effective. That's what they were saying. It was too effective. Like what?
If it's so effective, y'all try it.
It was too effective. Like the push, the running backs run behind them and put. Oh, they trying to eliminate the push now. They've been doing that since football first ever started. Like, bro, come on. Like, they never see nothing like Jalen, and then the NFL just hate Philadelphia. I don't know why.
Cause we hit Santa with the damn the snow, and then we was throwing batteries at people and stuff. We've been hated since the 60s.
Even the dude Sims,
Chris Sims,
bro, this dude. After everything Jalen did last year, he put this dude at number 7. Number 7. First of all, the year before,
hold on. I think I got the clip of that. Let me see if I got it. Go ahead, y'all keep talking.
When he redid it, Trey, he put him at 25, but at the beginning of the season, he didn't even have him on the list.
He had him in the low 40s. He had him behind like third string quarterbacks and all that, bro. Like, oh my God, man. Like,
ridiculous, bro.
The hate just be real. Like, and I don't understand why they hate Philly so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Bergame.
Trey had it right. It's just you ain't never seen it. It's like it's just a way to be like, you know, he got to stop one of his superpowers, you know, so we can see the other one more. No, okay. Like we said, Jalen might not ever throw for 5,000 yards, ever. But is it because he's not talented enough to throw for 5,000 yards? No. Because he doesn't have to throw for 5,000 yards. You know, he can run anytime he wants to. He can pass when he wants to. He showed you this year he's number one in, you know, the pocket this year to shut up all you doubters and haters of his arm. You know, he's number one in big play throws down the field. You know, he has more, you know, air yards than Patty Mahomes in terms of throwing the football all last year. So what else does he need to prove? It's just a way for you to think about there has to be something that, you know, breaks this guy. You know, he just got paid. He must have to stop running because he will get hurt or he will, you know, his play will go down if he doesn't know. He's trying to make people believe something that doesn't exist.
You know? All right, hold on, Bergame. Hold on. Listen to Chris Sims. I got the clip.
My point with the Super Bowl, and he did a lot of awesome things, but you know my point. It was a 10-point lead. He was on the better team. A lot of quarterbacks, if they were in that situation, would have been vilified. If Mahomes lost the game like that, he'd be vilified. Josh Allen, Burrow, whatever. That was my only point, right? And I know he still had a great game, but my point was, again, like what I was saying, that he needs to improve some areas so teams can't play them like that anymore. Right? Because like I try to, and I know this, I don't mean to sound like, but again, if a team played Mahomes like that, he wouldn't have thrown for 350. He would have thrown for 550. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying.
What is it? What is he even talking about?
He's saying they was able to sell out on the pass.
Wasn't a problem. Our defense gave up points. We were up a
He was able to sell out on the man had 300 yards.
Our defense gave up ass the second half of the football game and let these boys come back in the game.
Why he was
Jonathan
trash.
Gannon gave up ass to let these boys come back in the football game. We should have won that game at halftime. At halftime, it should have been over. So, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. Obviously, he was a crappy quarterback, so I don't know why anybody even care about anything you say about the position at all. It's like having the worst employee at McDonald's try to sell you the Big Mac, man. Come on, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, King.
Buns.
I already spoke about this, but Chris Sims, man, it's just flat out hate for Jalen Hurts at the end of the day. He just don't want to acknowledge him as a good quarterback, but since he got to the Super Bowl, that's why he had him at number 7. I got him over Herbert. Of course, we did our quarterback list. Chris Sims just don't want to acknowledge it at all. He's not that guy because they want to see consistency. And I guarantee you, when Jalen Hurts come back better, he's still not going to have that respect for Jalen Hurts because it's going to be something else. It's going to be another bar that he's going to set for him. And that's all it is. We all know that Jalen Hurts being in that game got us into position to win that football game. Regardless of the mistakes that he made, and there was only one, maybe 2. I'm counting 2 as throwing that pass. If he could have that pass back from Quez Watkins, man.
Nah, Quez need to catch that shit.
But I know it wasn't Hurts' fault, but I'm just saying.
If Hurts could have had, he's saying if Hurts could have had that 20/20 hindsight, that he was gonna drop it. Right.
He thought he was gonna catch it.
I'm just mad about it myself. But anyway, I just think that Chris Sims is a hater. I think that Jalen Hurts is going to use that as fuel. I know he blocks it all out, but at the end of the day, I think that he got his ear to the streets, as we say. And I think he just hear all the negativity, and that's just going to fuel him even more.
Trigger?
You know what this is? And I'm gonna really tell y'all what this is. This is a dude trying to be the first person to hop on the train of like, oh, Jalen Hurts gonna be trash. And if it really happened, he wanted to be like, I told you so. Now he can't just man up and say, I apologize, I was wrong, nothing like that. So he got to keep hating, keep trying to pile on to it. He one of those kind of reporters, dude. It's dudes, it's dudes in actual like reporting in the media that was like, oh, I was totally wrong about Jalen Hurts. And they get admitted and they manned up to it, and now they don't feel that way no more. But Chris Sims, he don't got the, how can I put it?
Testicular fortitude.
Exactly. He don't got that to just be like, all right, I was wrong, my fault, nothing like that.
Right.
He know Jalen Hurts not the 7th best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Mm-hmm.
He know for a fact Chris Sims was a quarterback. He played the position. Like, bro, you know this. You know he's better than half them dudes you put on the top of that list over him. And then the disrespect of you not even having him on the list at the beginning of last season, he had him behind some super trash.
No, he didn't have him at all. I think before the 2022 season, I think he had him at 25.
No, he changed it.
Yeah, he changed it.
The
He
first
changed
one
it.
he put out, Jalen Hurts was closer to 50. In the entire NFL, he was closer to 50. Then he put him at 25.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like you need to just man up and just be like, I was wrong, I apologize, and then we move from there. Ain't nobody after like a month or two, ain't nobody even gonna remember it, bro. But you keep trying to force this narrative, you're not gonna be a media dude no more. It's like, bro, like you at the end of it sounds like you got something personal against Hurts. That's what it feel like. Now I feel like you got something personal against him. So, I mean, I don't really like care for dudes like Chris Sims, for real.
Thanks.
Yeah. So let's get on and give our final thoughts before we turn out the lights on Broad Street. So King DV, your final thoughts?
Basically, we're just gonna be tuning in every week on seeing, updates on the Eagles, what they're gonna do, if they're gonna add someone, more information that comes out, So me as Smitty is here permanently. For those that's not,
we'll got your bags. We'll just put it in your in your houses.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Whereas though that the Eagles are a team that's going to be facing themselves majority of the season. We know we got some teams ahead that's going to challenge us, but we just got to be ready. And we got the coaches, and we're confident that we got the coaches that could be put these guys in a place to actually be successful on the field, and utilize their strengths. We got championship aspirations of the Super Bowl, and then we brought in championship aspiration young guys in the Georgia Dogs. So look, I'm just ready to be on the field. I'm ready to watch game of week 1. So I'm just ready for that.
Yep, Smitty.
I'm gonna give a stat line real quick, and then I'm done. This 5 years, 3,117 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions. I'm gonna move on from there.
Career numbers.
Career, and you was playing for 3 teams and got traded 2006, 7, and 8. Matter of fact, you didn't even play in 2007. I'm gonna be done with you. Anything else he got to say, man? Tell Buddy to kick rocks. And appreciate it, fam.
Yep. Trigger.
We counting down, fellas. It's what, June 19th today?
Yeah.
Yep.
Training camp, what?
July 25th.
Bro, this season.
Open practice August 6th.
Bro, it's coming back fast, man. It's like, yeah. With me, I try to I watch, I pay attention to like ESPN and stuff like that every once in a while, but I kind of try to block a lot of stuff out until like some important stuff happen, because I be like anxious for the season to start. And if I start doing that, I'll probably go crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because there's nothing on TV right now. No basketball, no football. So, I mean, everything is speculation now and stuff like, so I don't really get into it. When I like chat with y'all and all that, I kind of pick up on stuff and all that. But for all the rest of this stuff, it's like, man, I ain't really locked in for real until like July hit, till like mid-July hit, and then now it's everything football. I'm shutting everything down, and it's just football. So, I mean, like I said, it's today, what, June 19th?
Yep.
Season gonna be here
in a month, boy. A month. We'll be talking about training camp in less than 50 days.
Facts, bro. And it's like, it feel like the season just ended. So I mean, fly Eagles, fly. Let's get it, yo.
Yep. And Bird Gang.
It like you said, it's the downtime of the season. But like I told you guys, I just want to try it one more time this year. If you go back this time last year, I told you guys, don't worry about it. Get on board. It's about to be a magical ride. But let's just chill, sit back, because it's about to be even more magical this year, because we're going to actually get that championship this year. So, I think this team's ready. They're hungry. We got the right pieces everywhere. We still got room to wiggle if we need to wiggle, and how we're going to do that thing. So just chill out. But if you haven't been 100% on board with the team and how dominant we're going to be, it's time to do it. Time to do it. Get on the Jalen Hurts. He got paid now. How he showed you, everybody showed you that we do want Jalen. He is our quarterback for the foreseeing future. It's time to get on board full time and support your Eagles. Everything we do, everything you see about the Eagles, just support it, because it's about to be that special year this year.
Yep. And for me, this show is going to keep on going until we can't go no more, because as you can see, we're bigger, we're better, we're better than ever with King DV and Smitty. I salute to you guys for joining the family. Salute to Trigger. Salute to BG for rocking with me. Salute to Moan. No Shagain, I see you. Hey, we're just going to keep on rocking till the wheels fall off. As long as the Philadelphia Eagles are the Philadelphia Eagles, we ain't going nowhere. So for Trigger, for BG, for Moan, No Shagain, and our 2 newest members, King DV and SmittyEagle, it's your boy, Mizzy Miss Cool Cat Kanye, to represent the Birds. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe, and comment. I need Notion up here bad, man. I need him bad. I need him bad. So with that, guys, lights out. We out here. Thank y'all for watching. Broad Street.
Peace.